Hi, my name is Melissa van Dijk, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use the Ordinary Niacinamide, Arbutin and Azelaic Acid Suspension in one routine. And yes, you can use them together, they have no problems or conflicts with each other, and it's actually a great routine if you're suffering from hyperpigmentation, you have overall an uneven tone, you want to maybe also minimize your pores and also treat post-acne marks. If those are your concerns, you may also want to look into this routine. And this is also a very simple and straightforward routine which can be used in the morning or evening. And you can also use this one on a daily basis. Now I'm going through it step by step, and we're going to start off with step number 1, which is also washing your face with a gentle cleanser. Now I'm going to use the Ordinary Squalene Cleanser, which is also great for all skin types. If you have a different one, make sure that it's also suitable and gentle enough for your skin, so that it doesn't also strip your skin, but still feels good. And also does a good job by removing any dirt, makeup, excess oil, etc. Please also make sure to read the directions on how you should use it. Sometimes a cleanser has to be used also on dry or on wet skin, and then also how you have to remove it. With this one, I'm going to use it on my dry skin and then massage it onto the skin and also rinse it with water. So, and now I'm going to rinse it off with water. If you want to use in between a fresh cloth which you're going to wet to also remove the cleanser, you can do so. Make sure that you also can remove it properly. And now take a fresh towel and pat the skin dry. So, and now we can also move on to our serums. Now, I want to mention that I'm going to show you different application methods. There's not really a right or wrong, it's basically what works the best for you. And with any serum and also with Azelaic Acid Suspension, you can use them all over your face and neck area, but you also can use them individually and just use them on those areas which you want to treat. As not everyone has hyperpigmentation all over the face, not everyone has dark spots all over the face. So if you have a certain area that you want to treat, that's totally fine. Use a small amount and I'll only use it on that specific area. Now I'm also going to show you how you can do this. Now, we have two water-based serums. The niacinamide and the alpha-arbutin are two water-based serums, which means that you should use them in the order based on your concern. So there's no right and wrong which one goes first. This is personally, basically what is also your most important concern. If you want to, for example, treat dark spots and hyperpigmentation, I would recommend going in with the alpha-arbutin at first. Or if you want to use it for a more uneven skin tone and also minimize the pores, if this is your major concern, then you can also use the niacinamide at first. Or vice versa. There's not really a right or wrong, this is basically your personalized skincare routine, which is great. So I'm going to start off with niacinamide. Now, as I mentioned, you can use it only on specific areas where you're going to take a small amount, like a drop or so, and you're only going to apply it on a specific area that you want to treat. You don't have to use it all over your face. For example, my cheek area right here. Since I have larger pores right here, so I just wanted to apply it on those specific areas. That's totally fine, you don't have to use it all over the face. Just make sure that you're not using too much, that it also has time to soak into the skin, and that you won't have any leftovers. However, if you want to use it all over your face, then I recommend using 1 to 3 drops for the entire face and neck area. Now the way you can apply it is, like I'm going to share with you now the first method, is either use a few drops on the palm of your hand, also on your fingertips. I like to use my palm of my hand, and I'm going to stick with 2 drops. Then I'm going to use it between my hands, and I start patting it onto my skin. It's important, specifically with water-based serums, that you're not using too much, that it has time to soak in, and that you won't feel any residue later on. It should feel dry afterwards. And after you have applied it, either on that specific area or also all over your face, make sure to also leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. Now I'm going to move on to Alpha Arbutin, which is now my second choice. And with this one, again, you can use it only on a specific area. Just going to use the tiniest amount. And for example, on my neck right here, I have 2 points, which you can see right here, which are a bit darker. And if you only want to treat that specific area, just use a bit on that specific area and apply it. And give it a bit of time until it also has soaked into the skin. You don't have to use it all over the face. However, if you want to use it all over your face, again, use 1 to 3 drops for the entire face and neck area. I'm going to stick with 2 drops again. This time I'm going to use it also directly on my face, which is also a different method. Go with whatever you personally also like to use, so that it feels the best on your skin. Again, I'm going to also pat it onto the skin. If you prefer rubbing it into the skin, you can do so. Just make sure that you won't come across the pilling situation, which can happen with water-based serums if you're using too much and you have leftovers on the skin and it can't really soak into the skin. Then it looks like your skin is going to flake off, but it's not your skin, it's the product that couldn't fully absorb into the skin. This is also why I recommend the patting method upon rubbing it into the skin. Again, leave it on the skin, there's no need to wash it off. Now, after the serums, you now can also apply the Azelaic Acid Suspension. Now use it either on a specific area, just as I showed you that you're going to use the tiniest amount. This one is nearly empty. I have the tiniest amount and I'm going to use it right here. That's totally fine. You don't have to use it all over the face. Just use it right there. However, if you want to use it all over your face, then I recommend going with a pea-size amount for the entire face and neck area. And then use it between your hands and kind of apply it like a moisturizer. And when using azelaic acid, there's no need to use it twice per day. You can use it only once per day. It won't give you more benefits if you're using it twice per day, other than that you're going to run out of it faster. So if you want to use the azelaic acid, I recommend going with once per day, either in your morning or evening routine. And after you have applied it, again, leave it on the skin, there's no need to wash it off. Now, since we now have applied the water-based serums and then also the azelaic acid, some people may feel that the skin feels great, there's no need to also use an oil or moisturizer in this skincare routine. That's totally fine. However, if you want to use a moisturizer, since your skin type is maybe a little bit drier, then you can also use a moisturizer or oil. If you're going to use an oil, use it before the azelaic acid suspension. If you're going to use a moisturizer, you basically have to experiment what works the best for you. You can either use it before the azelaic acid or after the azelaic acid suspension, and it also won't decrease the efficacy of the product. So it's fine if you want to also include a moisturizer in this routine. Now, if you're going to use this skincare routine in the morning, don't forget to also use as your last step a good sunscreen. which you're then also going to apply wherever your skin is being exposed, also on your face, don't forget your ears and behind, so that you can also protect the skin and it also won't make the hyperpigmentation worse. And so with this skincare routine, which is very simple and straightforward, you now also know how you can apply those products. I do also hope that you enjoyed this video, and still, if you have any questions, please also let me know. I'm here to help you out, you know that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well as share it, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye!